Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive. This time we're taking a trip to Temple University. They're doing some really amazing research in Philadelphia.
Yeah, Philadelphia.
And we've got four incredible discoveries to unpack. We're talking life-saving devices, revolutionary drug discoveries.
Gonna be a good one.
Buckle up. But what's really exciting is that these aren't just, those abstract scientific breakthroughs. We're talking innovations that could really change people's lives, like right now.
Yeah, that's right.
And maybe even yours.
Absolutely. And each of these discoveries
Yeah.
tackles a real pressing need. I mean, these researchers at Temple are going headfirst into some tough challenges.
First up, we're diving into something that sounds kind of scary, pulmonary embolisms. So imagine a blood clot, sometimes the size of a grapefruit, lodging in your lung.
Right.
Pretty scary, huh?
Yeah, it can be really serious.
So how serious can it be?
Well, it can be fatal. And traditional treatments, they have a lot of limitations. Often they involve high doses of blood thinners, which can lead to bleeding, excessive bleeding,
Right.
and extended stays in the ICU. Dr. Bashir, a cardiologist at Temple, he saw these limitations firsthand, treating patients. And that's what inspired him to invent the Bashir endovascular catheter.
That's amazing. Endovascular catheter. I mean, this device sounds almost like deceptively simple.
It is.
Can you break down how it actually works?
Oh, it's elegantly simple.
Yeah.
So it's a catheter with this expandable basket, and it's inserted directly into the clot.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then it cuts multiple fissures through the clot, allowing the patient's own blood to flow through.
Ah, so that's key, right? Because then the body can start to heal itself.
Precisely. By restoring that blood flow, the body's own natural clot-dissolving mechanisms are able to kick in.
So cool.
And then a much smaller dose of clot-busting medication can be delivered directly to the site.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this results in shorter treatment times. I mean, you're talking less than an hour compared to 5 hours for traditional methods.
That's incredible. And so how much does it reduce the size?
A 29% reduction in the size of the blockage in just 48 hours.
Wow. And I understand this device is already FDA approved.
It is.
Amazing.
And what's really remarkable is Dr. Bashir's vision.
Okay.
He wants to make this technology accessible globally.
Oh, wow.
I mean, when you consider that 1 in every 1,000 people will develop a pulmonary embolism, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of grapefruits.
Yeah, that's a lot of grapefruits. The potential impact is enormous.
Absolutely. Okay, now, for something a little less intense but equally groundbreaking, we're heading into the world of the gut biome, an area of research that just seems to keep revealing more and more fascinating insights.
Right.
Doctors Feitelson and Arzumanyan at Temple are taking this research to a whole new level. They're not just focused on digestion. They've discovered the incredible potential of using what are called gut metabolites to treat diseases beyond the gut.
Yeah, they really have. This is a revolutionary approach to drug discovery.
Okay, so I have to admit, I'm not entirely clear on what gut metabolites are. Can you break that down for me?
Sure, think of your gut as like this bustling ecosystem with trillions of bacteria. Yeah, trillions. These bacteria, they produce a variety of substances called metabolites, which interact with our bodies in really complex ways.
Okay.
And some of these metabolites can have powerful effects on various biological processes,
Wow.
even beyond the gut itself.
So how did Doctors Feitelson and Arzumanyan even discover this?
It all started with an aha moment.
Love those.
Dr. Feitelson was reading this research paper about treating colitis in mice using bacterial metabolites.
Okay.
And he thought to himself, if these metabolites can have such a profound impact on the gut, could they also influence other parts of the body?
It's amazing how those little sparks lead to these massive discoveries.
Yeah, it really is.
So tell me more about their research. What have they found?
So they formed a company called SFA Therapeutics, and their research showed promising results using metabolites to treat viral hepatitis and chronic liver disease.
Okay.
It turns out the same inflammatory processes are at play in a lot of different diseases.
Oh, okay.
And then they expanded their research to target psoriasis.
Psoriasis.
Yeah. Dr. Arzumanyan had this idea to see if gut metabolites could be used to treat this skin condition. And the results of their phase 1 trials were incredible, a 92% improvement in patients.
92%. 92%.
That's amazing. What other diseases are they targeting with this approach?
Oh, they're exploring treatments for all sorts of conditions, rheumatoid arthritis, leukemia, even lung damage from COVID-19.
It's wild to think that substances produced in our gut could hold the key to treating so many different things. But what really sets this approach apart and why I think it's so revolutionary is that it focuses on working with the body, not against it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you elaborate on that a little?
Yeah, you hit on a really important point. Traditional drugs often work by suppressing biological processes, which can have unintended consequences. Think about all those side effects you hear about in medication commercials.
Oh, yeah.
SFA Therapeutics is taking a totally different approach.
Okay.
By using naturally occurring gut metabolites, they're aiming to modulate those processes.
So it's like a subtler approach.
Yeah, to bring the body back into balance. It's like instead of hitting the body with a sledgehammer, you're making these tiny adjustments to restore harmony.
Precisely.
Yeah.
And that's why this approach holds so much promise.
For so many things.
There's so many different conditions.
All right, now let's shift gears to something that's on a lot of people's minds these days. Electric cars.
Yeah.
They're becoming more popular, but some people have some concerns about safety,
Yeah, I get that.
especially battery fires.
It makes sense.
So are those concerns valid?
Those concerns are understandable.
Yeah.
As with any new technology, there are unknowns, there are potential risks. That's why the research being done at Temple's Electric Vehicle Safety Lab is so crucial.
So what exactly are they doing to address those safety concerns?
Well, Dr. Elham Sahraei, she's taking a very hands-on approach.
Hands-on.
Hands-on. Some might even say dramatic. Dr. Sahraei and her team are deliberately damaging batteries
What?
under controlled conditions to understand exactly how they behave under extreme stress. Yeah, they're simulating collisions, punctures, extreme temperatures, all sorts of scenarios that could occur in real-world accidents.
They're pushing those batteries to their limits.
Absolutely.
But why all the destruction?
Well, the goal is to gather data.
Okay.
So they're combining the results of these experiments with government crash safety data to create sophisticated models that predict how batteries will react in real-world accidents.
So are they essentially trying to create crumple zones for batteries like we have in traditional cars?
You could think of it that way.
Mm.
Just as car safety has evolved over time from rigid steel boxes to vehicles designed to absorb and redirect impact forces, they're working to improve the safety of those electric car batteries.
And this research is directly informing the design of safer electric vehicles, right?
Absolutely. Dr. Sahraei has founded a startup called Innovel LLC. They're working directly with electric vehicle manufacturers, providing them with these safety models and testing their designs. The idea is that safer cars will lead to faster adoption of electric vehicles.
Which, of course, has huge implications for the environment.
Huge.
It's amazing to think that this research, which might seem destructive on the surface, could actually contribute to cleaner air and a healthier planet.
It really highlights the interconnectedness of scientific research and its potential to impact our lives in really profound ways.
All right, last but certainly not least, we have a discovery that's going to make you say, wait, what? Get ready for this. A revolutionary non-surgical treatment for periodontal disease.
That's a good one.
And when I say revolutionary, I mean it. We're talking about a gel that helps your body regrow bone.
I know, right? It sounds too good to be true. But Drs. Orrego and Montoya at Temple have developed something truly groundbreaking.
So what's it called?
It's called Ambulux Dental Gel.
Ambulux Dental Gel. Okay, so how does this magic gel actually work?
It might seem like magic, but it's based on real science.
Okay.
Ambulux is what's called a smart hydrogel, and it utilizes this principle from physics called piezoelectricity.
Piezoelectricity. I'll be honest, that's a new one for me. Can you break that down?
Essentially, piezoelectricity is the ability of certain materials to generate an electrical charge in response to mechanical stress.
Okay.
So in the case of Ambulux, the gel is designed to convert the natural movement of your jaw,
The pressure and vibration.
exactly, into a tiny electrical charge.
Okay, I'm starting to see where this is going.
And that electrical charge, believe it or not, stimulates bone growth in the periodontal pocket.
So all it takes is a few squirts of this gel and no surgery.
That's right.
That's incredible. Okay, so now I have to ask, can this technology be used beyond human dentistry? What about our furry friends who suffer from periodontal disease?
You're thinking like a scientist, always looking for broader applications.
Always.
And you're in luck. Drs. Orrego and Montoya are actually exploring the use of this technology to treat periodontal disease in dogs as well.
That's fantastic. Who wouldn't want a healthier, happier pup? What's really striking about all of these innovations is that they're not just about advancing science for science's sake.
Right.
They're about solving real-world problems, improving lives, and even making the planet a better place.
It's true. It makes the work being done at Temple University so inspiring. It's a testament to the power of research to make a tangible difference in the world.
I completely agree. It's clear that these researchers are driven by a deep commitment to use their knowledge and expertise to benefit humanity.
And their work raises some interesting questions. Like, for example, with Dr. Bashir's Bashir endovascular catheter.
Hmm.
It's incredible that he's striving to make this life-saving technology accessible globally.
Absolutely. It's a powerful reminder that innovation should serve everyone, not just a privileged few.
Exactly.
And when we consider the potential of SFA Therapeutics' approach to drug discovery, it makes you wonder, how could this reshape the pharmaceutical industry in the years to come? Could we see a shift towards a more personalized, harmonious approach to medicine?
It's definitely a possibility. Worth exploring. And it underscores the importance of supporting innovative research like this. Who knows what incredible breakthroughs are just around the corner if we invest in these unconventional ideas.
Hmm.
And it makes you think about all the potential applications for these discoveries, like take Dr. Sarai's work on electric vehicle battery safety. While her focus is on cars right now, the principles she's uncovering could have far-reaching implications for battery technology as a whole,
Yeah, like way beyond cars.
way beyond cars.
That's a great point. Imagine the impact this research could have on the development of safer, more reliable batteries for everything.
Everything.
From like phones and laptops to power grids and even spacecraft.
Oh, yeah. The possibilities are really exciting.
Yeah.
And it speaks to the ripple effect of scientific research.
Hmm.
Discoveries made in one area can often have unexpected consequences in seemingly unrelated fields.
Speaking of ripple effects, I want to circle back to SFA Therapeutics for a minute. The more I think about their approach to drug discovery using those gut metabolites, the more intrigued I become. It's such a radical departure from the way we do things now.
Yeah, it really is. And it raises some interesting questions about the future of medicine.
Like what kinds of questions?
Well, the idea that substances produced naturally in our bodies
Mm.
could hold the key to treating such a wide range of diseases is, I mean, it's fascinating and hopeful.
I'm particularly drawn to the idea of modulating biological processes rather than suppressing them. It seems like such a gentler, more holistic approach to healing.
It is. And it has the potential to significantly reduce side effects, which, as you know, is a major concern with a lot of traditional medications.
Totally.
Think about it. If we can use substances the body already recognizes and utilizes, we might be able to avoid those unintended consequences that so often come with synthetic drugs.
It's like we're tapping into the body's own wisdom
Yeah,
and using its natural healing mechanisms to bring things back into balance.
that's a beautiful way to put it. And it's why SFA Therapeutics research is so groundbreaking.
Mm.
They're not just developing new drugs,
Right.
they're pioneering an entirely new paradigm for thinking about health and disease.
It makes you wonder how this approach could transform the way we treat everything from chronic illnesses to infectious diseases.
It's certainly a possibility worth exploring.
Absolutely.
And it underscores the importance of supporting innovative research like this.
Yeah.
Who knows what incredible breakthroughs might be just around the corner
Right.
if we continue to invest in these unconventional ideas.
Okay, and now for something completely different, though maybe not so different when you think about it. Let's talk about Doctors Orrego and Montoya's Ambilix dental gel.
Ah, yes. The magic gel
The magic gel.
that harnesses piezoelectricity.
You know, when I first heard about this, I have to admit I was a little skeptical. It sounded almost too good to be true.
Right.
But the more I learn about piezoelectricity, the more I realize its potential applications extend way beyond dentistry.
Oh, absolutely. Piezoelectricity is this fascinating phenomenon that occurs in certain materials, where mechanical stress, like pressure or vibrations, is converted into an electrical charge.
And then what?
And that electrical charge can then be harnessed to do all sorts of amazing things.
It's like stimulating bone growth, apparently.
Exactly. But what other applications are we seeing for piezoelectricity? Well, you'll find piezoelectric materials in everything, from quartz watches and microphones to ultrasound imaging devices, and even some types of sensors.
Wow.
And researchers are constantly exploring new and innovative ways to utilize this remarkable phenomenon.
So it's not just about fixing teeth.
Nope.
It could have implications for everything from regenerative medicine to energy harvesting.
Exactly. Imagine a world where we could use piezoelectricity to regenerate bone in other parts of the body, or to create self-powered sensors that monitor our health in real time.
It really makes you appreciate the interconnectedness of different scientific disciplines.
It does.
Who would have thought that a principle from physics could revolutionize dentistry?
I know, right?
And potentially so much more.
It's a testament to the power of interdisciplinary collaboration and the importance of looking beyond traditional boundaries in the pursuit of knowledge.
Now, I want to go back to something we touched on earlier. Dr. Bashir's vision of making the Bashir endovascular catheter accessible globally.
Yeah.
This really speaks to the ethical dimension of scientific innovation, don't you think?
It does, and it raises important questions like how do we ensure that the benefits of these incredible discoveries are shared equitably regardless of location or socioeconomic status?
It's a challenge for sure,
It is.
but it's one that we have a responsibility to address.
Absolutely.
If we truly believe in the power of science to improve lives, we can't ignore the issue of access.
I completely agree. And it's heartening to see researchers like Dr. Bashir who are actively working to make these life-saving technologies available to those who need them most, regardless of where they live.
It's a reminder that scientific progress should not be measured solely by technological advancements, but also by its impact on humanity as a whole.
Well said. And it brings us back to the core theme of our deep dive today,
Mm-hmm.
the extraordinary work being done at Temple University.
It's a testament to the dedication, ingenuity, and compassion of these researchers.
Their discoveries are not just about pushing the boundaries of scientific knowledge. They're about making a tangible difference in the world, improving lives, and shaping a brighter future for all of us.
You know, as we've been talking about these incredible innovations from Temple University, I keep thinking about something Dr. Feitelson said in one of the articles.
Yeah.
He was talking about the potential of gut metabolites,
Right.
and he said, we're just scratching the surface. That really stuck with me.
Yeah, the powerful statement.
It is.
It speaks to the vastness of what we still don't know
Right.
and the incredible possibilities that lie ahead.
It really does. And I think it applies to all the research we've talked about today, whether it's developing new treatments for life-threatening conditions or making electric vehicles safer, or even revolutionizing dental care with a simple gel.
Right.
It feels like we're on the cusp of something really big.
I agree. There's a sense of momentum, a feeling that we're on the verge of a new era of scientific discovery and innovation.
What excites me most is that these researchers aren't afraid to challenge conventional thinking. They're not just trying to find like incremental solutions. They're looking for entirely new paradigms.
That's what sets them apart. They're not satisfied with the status quo.
No.
They're driven by this deep curiosity, a desire to make a real difference in the world.
Dr. Sahraei is a perfect example.
Yeah,
She's literally blowing things up in the lab
literally.
to gather data that can make electric vehicles safer
Cool.
for everyone. I mean, it's a bold approach.
Yeah.
It speaks to her commitment to finding solutions,
Yeah.
even if it means, stepping outside of those traditional research methods.
It's a great example of how progress often requires taking risks
Mm-hmm.
and embracing unconventional approaches.
And then you've got Drs. Orrego and Montoya with their Ambulux dental gel. I mean, they've taken a principle from physics piezoelectricity and applied it to a biological challenge in a way that no one had ever thought of before.
It's brilliant.
It is.
A great example of interdisciplinary thinking and collaboration.
It makes you wonder what other seemingly unrelated fields could be combined to create these really innovative solutions. What other hidden connections are out there, just waiting to be discovered?
It's an exciting thought.
It is.
It speaks to the importance of fostering a culture of curiosity and collaboration in the scientific community.
I think we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
And I have to say, I'm leaving with a renewed sense of optimism about the future.
Me too. The work being done at Temple University is a testament to the incredible power of human ingenuity and the boundless potential of scientific discovery.
It's clear that these researchers are not just creating new technologies, they're shaping a better future for all of us.
A future where scientific advancements are used to improve lives, address those global challenges, and create a more sustainable world.
That's a great note to end on. So to all our listeners out there, keep exploring, stay curious, and never stop asking questions. Who knows? Maybe you'll be the one to make the next groundbreaking discovery.
And as always, we encourage you to delve deeper into the research we've discussed today. You'll find links to all of the articles and resources in the show notes.
That's it for this deep dive into the world of innovation at Temple University. Thanks for joining us.